Today show, here's Chanel Jones with a look at what's ahead.
This morning on the third hour of Today, Kelsey Grammer is live to talk Frasier. And we are kicking off our December Start Today planned. And a performance by the cast of Spamalot. That's all this morning on the third hour of Today.
All right, and thanks for watching Early Today. I'm Frances Rivera. Before we go, this right here isn't Colorado or Utah. This is snow in the mountains of Hawaii, up at WNKY, which is the highest peak in the state. Rangers had to close off roads due to the icy conditions. The National Weather Service issued a winter weather advisory through later today, predicting up to 5 inches of snow. Who knew? Hawaii for snow. Have a great weekend. We'll see you right back here Monday morning.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Watch live coverage of the 2023 Glasgow Christmas Parade. See the lights, the floats, and the magic of the holidays. Saturday night on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
What do you got on your list?
MeTV is making a list, and you can check it twice. Go to MeTV.com for the full list of our very merry MeTV holiday programming.
Happy holidays from WNKY MeTV 40.
Hey, I'm Tommy.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Chief.
And this is Kid.
And if you're looking for a wild ride, you don't want to miss us this week on Marquee Backstage.
Oh, yeah.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
Good Friday morning. News 40 meteorologist Arius Mack tracking scattered rain across the area. That continues to drift off towards the east. Be sure to grab the umbrella and have the rain gear handy. I'm going to be tracking the timeline on how long we can expect the rain to last. Could we see any rain on those Christmas parades? That answer coming up in my full forecast. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise. The month of December is finally here, and while the holidays can be fun, they can also be stressful. We'll discover some unique ways you can keep your stress level down this holiday season. Then, the pause between fighting is over between Israel and Hamas as both sides blame each other for the return of conflict. We'll have the latest on all that's happening. Plus, designer ice is a hot new trend on the rise. We'll find out how some are getting creative with the way they cool down their drinks. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, December 1st. I'm Ashley Wilson. Thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. Straight to our top stories. A local Muslim woman files a lawsuit against several Warren County elected officials and county employees for what she says was a violation of her religious beliefs. In court documents, a woman identified only as Jane Doe and her attorney, Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, say that following a domestic dispute arrest by Bowling Green police on April 6th around 4:30 p.m., Jane Doe was taken to the Warren County Regional Jail. Court documents state that during the jail intake process, Doe was forced to remove her hijab while taking a booking photo and during a strip search inside of a private room. Jane Doe's attorney says that after exiting the private room, Doe observed a television on the lobby wall that Doe says was a live stream of the private room she was just in. The court documents state that Doe believes both men and women in the lobby could see her fully nude while strip searched and without her hijab. Doe's attorney says that being nude in public is a severe violation of Doe's religious beliefs that require her to wear clothes that cover her body in front of unknown men and women. Doe's lawsuit aims to have Warren County Regional Jail implement a policy change prohibiting it and its officers from taking booking photographs of Muslim women without their hijab and to order defendants to destroy the publicly available image of Doe from their database and any security footage that was captured with her without her hijab during her time at their facility. The lawsuit also goes on to say the Council of American Islamic Relations urges Warren County Regional Jail and its officers from engaging in public unnecessary strip searches of any individual. And the Warren County Sheriff's Office responded to an injury collision at Nashville Road and Woodburn Allen Springs Road Thursday afternoon. Authorities say a woman pulled out in front of a dump truck heading towards Bowling Green on Nashville Road, The truck was not able to properly stop in time and hit the woman's car. The truck was eventually found on top of the car with the woman still inside. The woman was life flighted away from the scene. A witness told News 40 the dump truck driver has no injuries. We'll continue to follow this story and give you any updates as they become available. As the new month begins, we are all reminded that we are now just days away from the second anniversary of the devastating December 2021 tornadoes. This solemn fact was recognized in yesterday's Team Kentucky update. Governor Beshear announced that more than $52 million has been raised by the Team Western Kentucky Tornado Relief Fund. With more than 300 homes repaired and more than 150 home building projects complete with those funds, Governor Beshear will begin his second term as governor on Tuesday, December 12th, exactly 2 years since the deadly December tornadoes. His inauguration is themed Forward Together. More help for our veterans is coming to Kentucky, according to Governor Andy Beshear. Kentucky governor joined veterans and officials from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs Thursday for a topping-off ceremony at the new Louisville VA Medical Center. When completed, the center is said to have 104 beds, providing full-service care to nearly 45,000 veterans. This new center will also include a women's health clinic. In addition to how this will help our veterans, the center will also bring new jobs to the region. And Senator Rand Paul got to put his medical training to work Thursday during a Republican Party lunch. Paul performed the Heimlich maneuver on Senator Joni Ernst. The senator from Iowa was hosting the party's weekly lunch when she started choking during the meal, which consisted of pork chops and steaks. After Ernst was helped, Paul talked to the other senators about noticing choking signs. Later, Ernst was able to joke about the scary incident, saying on social media, quote, "Can't help but choke on the woke policies Dems are forcing down our throats," unquote. That was a first look at our top stories. Now let's send it on over to meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of our forecast. Darius, it's a little drizzly out there this morning.
A little drizzly. We got showers that are drifting through south central Kentucky skies as a wave of low pressure pulls through the region, bringing in some showers. Of course, we had a lot of this rain move through overnight when most people were sleeping. So we got those showers that are still drifting off towards the east along the Cumberland Parkway across Barron County, Metcalfe County, towards Cumberland County there, and that just continues to move off towards the east. A wave of low pressure there atop of Missouri. This is the wave of low pressure that is, of course, ushering in all of that rain that we're seeing this morning, and also just the milder temperatures. Numbers into the 40s to start off this morning. 46 in Scottsville, 45 here in Bowling Green. We've got those winds that are flowing in from the south, and notice it's going to be a bit breezy as we go throughout the day today as well. Our best rain chance mainly in the morning, although we'll have some low-hanging clouds and even some spotty rain chances that will be around as we go later throughout the day. Despite the clouds, though, temperatures still into the 60s. Weather on the 4s is brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green. Shopping local for the holidays just got easier. WNKY wants to give you a chance at over $100 in gift cards to local businesses. Enter today at WNKY.com/contests. Because local matters.
Tampton Stewart. May the happiness and peace of the holiday season be yours. Give to those less fortunate in this time of giving. Happy
holidays. Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting
so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Watch live coverage of the 2023 Glasgow Christmas Parade. See the lights, the floats, and the magic of the holidays. Saturday night on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
You realize realize what time it is?
What time is it?
It's Me TV time.
Me?
Watch me.
Me TV has more than 60 memorable TV series airing every week.
Penny Mason.
Bonanza.
Andy.
Mama.
Carol. All in the family.
The Three Stooges.
Max. Oh, clearance sale.
It's always a good time to watch Me TV.
Oh, where are they?
Watch WNKY Me TV 40 on these local channels.
Me TV.
Memorable
Entertainment.
Television.
Can you believe that today is the start of December? While the holidays can be full of fun and time with family, they can also be extremely stressful. In today's Health Minute, News 40's Noah Fairber has ways to manage stress throughout the holiday season.
It's that time of year. The lights, the memories, the stress.
You might be excited about certain things that are happening and also stressed and overwhelmed. And both of those things can exist in you at the same time.
Licensed therapist Jody Baumstein says to first recognize what you feel, because you can do something about it. Help manage holiday stress by giving yourself permission to do things differently.
We often believe that because something has been done a certain way for a long time, we can't break that tradition. But the reality is sometimes something isn't going to work for us. And it doesn't mean that we'll never do it again, but maybe we don't do it this year.
If you're feeling overwhelmed, Baumstein says to set boundaries. Think about what's most important for your family. She says it's okay to say no.
A lot of times we don't want to do that. We feel like we don't really have a good reason or we don't want to upset someone. But the reality is that no can be a full sentence and you don't need to justify it or explain it.
Finally, Baumstein says to allow yourself to be in the moment because holidays can pass by quickly. Ground yourself.
You are literally using your senses to bring you into the present moment or the here and now. And that allows you to enjoy that time. Because what we don't want to happen is we plan all this great stuff, but then we get to the end of the holiday season and realize we don't really remember it.
For WNKY News 40, I'm Noah Fairber.
The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is issuing a new warning as cantaloupes contaminated with salmonella continue to sicken people across the country. On Thursday, the CDC advised against eating pre-cut cantaloupe if the brand is unknown. This comes as several varieties of whole and pre-cut cantaloupe products have been recalled. They include those sold at retail chains such as Kroger and Aldi. 117 cases of salmonella have been reported in 34 states. More than 60 people have been hospitalized and 2 deaths have been reported. The CDC says anyone with recalled fruit products should throw them away or return them to the store where they were purchased. Coming up next on News 40 Sunrise, fighting has resumed between Hamas and Israel as Israel claims Hamas violated their agreement. We'll see how the world is responding to the continued hostilities.
Plus, I'm tracking some rain on parades. I'll walk you through those rain chances by the hour with Futurecast.
There's challenges, and I love overcoming challenges.
When Better Money Habits content first started coming out, it expanded what I could do for Special Olympics athletes with developmental needs.
Thousands of Bank of America employees like Scott spend countless hours volunteering to teach people how to reach their financial goals.
It felt good. It felt like I could take on the whole world.
What would you like the power to do?
With FanDuel, every night is a watch party. When new customers bet $5, you get $150 bonus if your team wins. Bet all the stars with all your friends. Only on FanDuel.
It go down in the deal.
All the way. Plug and play. Half the price. Sure is nice. Find it all at Aqualand. Visit our new showroom on Campbell Lane.
J.C. Kirby & Son Funeral Chapels, when a person comes in and does their pre-arrangement, I can see it over the years that I've worked in this, how much it eases the family's minds. If you have 4 people, they have 4 different ideas of what they want. This settles that to where they say if that's what mom wanted, that's what dad wanted. You can see the relief on a lot of families' faces because all you do is say, what time do you want the funeral? What time do you want the visitation? And they can spend more time with their family members and friends in the grieving process. It just really takes a lot of burden off your family.
Watch live coverage of the 2023 Glasgow Christmas Parade. See the lights, the floats, and the magic of the holidays. Saturday night on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
Hey, I'm Tommy. I'm Mick. And I'm Chief. And this is Kid.
And if you're looking for a wild ride, you don't want to miss us this week on Marquee Backstage.
Oh, yeah.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
The truce between Israel and Hamas is over. Israel says Hamas violated the rules of pause, so they have resumed fighting in the Gaza Strip. Hamas says Israel broke the truce. Bree Jackson has the latest.
Loud explosions and black smoke coming from the Gaza Strip this morning. Israel's military launching airstrikes after accusing Hamas of firing at Israeli territory, a move they say violated the terms of a 7-day ceasefire. During that time, Hamas freed hostages in exchange for the release of Palestinian prisoners, and aid flowed into Gaza.
We all recognize more needs to be done, more needs to get in, but we shouldn't discount the incredible work that has been done on the ground to get more food, water, medicine, and even fuel to the people of Gaza over the last week.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken remains in the Middle East, but is now in Dubai. On Thursday, he met separately with the president of the Palestinian Authority and Israeli leaders with hopes of extending the pause in fighting, but stressed that Israel must take active steps to minimize casualties when fighting began.
That the massive loss of civilian life and displacement of the scale that we saw in northern Gaza not be repeated in the south. As I told the Prime Minister, intent matters, but so does the result.
The government of Israel says it's committed to securing the release of hostages and eliminating Hamas.
We refuse to live any longer next to this terror enclave in constant fear of terrorists crossing the border and butchering our people, butchering our children.
Combat operations resuming in Israel, further complicating efforts to free those still held in captivity.
That was a look at your news around the world. Now let's send it over to meteorologist Darius Mack for another look at our forecast. Darius.
Thanks, Ashley. We're starting off this morning with some showers out there and cloudy times. It's kind of a dreary start to the day. Got a lot of that rain that's working its way across the region. It's moving around a wave of low pressure. We're seeing a lot of this now right along the Cumberland Parkway through Barron County, Metcalfe County, towards Cumberland County and Adair County. This continues to drift off towards the east and northeast, again pulling around this wave of low pressure that's essentially on top of Missouri, and it's also even bringing some wintry weather into portions of the upper Midwest, say towards Iowa there. Also seeing some snow and even some freezing rain there. Precipitation within the last 24 hours and generally in the form of rain. We didn't track any wintry stuff out of this, but just some chilly showers that worked its way through. Around 4/10 of an inch of rainfall so far here in Bowling Green, around a half an inch of rain for the Glasgow area. Some areas, say towards Hardinsburg, right around a 1/5 of an inch of rainfall. So as far as temperatures go right now, we've got those numbers into the 40s, got some middle and low 40s out there to start off this morning. 46 currently in Gamelia, 45 here in Bowling Green. Winds flowing in from the east and southeast. It's breezy out there with that wave of low pressure that is pulling through the region. We can also expect some gusty winds at times. You can see some gusts approach maybe 25 to 30 miles an hour at times as we go throughout the rest of the day. And that's even without showers. It's just all due to the fact that we got that wave of low pressure that's just pulling a lot of those winds around. BG Christmas Parade, specifically tomorrow, is what we are going to be tracking. Some rain chances. We could be talking about some rain on some of those parades. I'm not expecting a total washout with this, so don't think about canceling any plans, but we'll have some spotty to scattered, widely scattered rain chances as we go through parts of the day for your Saturday. So let's track out those rain chances over the next 40 hours here on News 40. See that graph? It's a yellow chart there. The higher it is, the better we have those rain chances. Notice the chances, though, drop significantly as we go throughout the rest of the day, and then we're going to hang on to some chances through Saturday. We're not looking at any washouts with this. So I just want to point that out. So don't think about canceling any plans if you plan on heading on out to any of those parades this weekend. Futurecast, a lot of the rain really drifting off towards the east. We'll still have clouds, though, that will linger throughout the day, and maybe a stray shower or two is possible with those low-hanging clouds. As we go throughout the rest of this evening and through tonight, we've got the Smiths Grove Parade. I think that's right around 6 o'clock. We still have those clouds. They'll be around, maybe a stray shower or two, but I really think most of our rain chances is mainly this morning. We go for your Saturday. Latest data really trying to show the majority of those rain chances towards our east. And as we go throughout the rest of the day for your Saturday, we'll have a mix of some sun and clouds. Temperatures will approach near 60 degrees by the afternoon, and then another wave of rain will push through our skies on Sunday. And then following that, we are going to be tracking cooler temperatures. Check out that 7-day forecast. Highs into the 50s next week. We're back with more News 40 Sunrise after this commercial break.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month, free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Watch live coverage of the 2023 Glasgow Christmas Parade. See the lights, the floats, and the magic of the holidays. Saturday night on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby. Cut back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, ma'am. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
Enjoy a great lunch with a different food truck every week and help support our local charities.
Join us for Food Truck Fridays at the Tidballs parking lot on Chestnut Street. Part of your lunch purchase will be donated to a local nonprofit by Flora Templeton Stewart and our food trucks.
Food Truck Friday has collected over $10,000, making a difference in our community.
Brought to you by the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
Hey, Western Kentucky, we look at the last Titans game, we preview the next Titans game. That's the Mike Vrabel Show on CBS 40.
Join the coach and the seat geek next.
Sunday mornings on WNKY, CBS 40.
A federal judge in Montana has issued an injunction to stop the state's ban on TikTok from going into effect at the beginning of next year. In his ruling, the judge said the law, quote, oversteps state power and infringes on the constitutional rights of users and businesses. A TikTok spokesperson tells CBS News the company is pleased with the judge's decision, while Montana State's Attorney's Office notes the ruling could change. It turns out that diners taking advantage of Red Lobster's endless shrimp deal took a big bite out of the company's profits. In fact, the casual dining chain reported an $11 million loss in the third quarter while it was pushing its all-you-can-eat shellfish promotion. It comes as foot traffic at all-you-can-eat buffet-style chain restaurants has increased significantly over the past few years. That's according to data from Placer.ai. And while Kraft Heinz's boxed mac and cheese has sometimes been dubbed the cheesiest in ads, a new version of it now comes without cheese. The company partnered with the Knot Company to create a plant-based version of its classic quick comfort food. The sauce in Kraft's Knot mac and cheese is made from fava bean protein and coconut oil powder and comes in original and white cheddar flavors. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
Are you an ice lover? If so, you're not alone. Now, the ice cooling down your beverages are being elevated with a wave of creativity that has turned it into a luxury. Danya Backus has a look at the designer ice trend.
The traditional frozen water cubes keeping our drinks cold now have some competition. From spheres to imprints, holiday-inspired shapes, and fruit-infused concoctions, run-of-the-mill ice cubes are no longer cool.
I compare it to drinking champagne out of a small paper cup versus a fine crystal flute. It might not taste significantly different. It's the same drink, but the experience of drinking it is elevated.
Camper English is a writer and educator of cocktails and spirits and the author of the Ice Book.
I am really surprised how fast ice kind of reached critical mass and attention on social media.
In a 2020 poll by the appliance company Bosch, more than half of those surveyed identified as ice obsessed. The hashtag Ice Talk on TikTok has 1.7 billion views, featuring videos of people showing off their ice drawers.
People say they eat with their eyes, they drink with their eyes too. And it's all important.
Tony Gonzalez was a mixologist for more than 15 years. He's now the CEO of Ghost Ice, a system that keeps ice from getting cloudy.
Oh my gosh, that is the clearest ice.
He's also behind the Ice Designer, which imprints designs on the frozen canvas.
When you have a whole ice cube that looks like a honeycomb, it's just breathtaking.
From high-end bars to home freezers, the craze around the frozen commodity isn't melting away anytime soon.
That was a look at your consumer news. Now let's bring in meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of our forecast. Darius, no ice in our future, right?
No ice in our future, so we're not talking any ice in our forecast for the day today, but we are talking about some rain out there. Today's forecast features Gus, and Gus says it's finally Friday. And so here we are, December 1st on a Friday, finally Friday. Watching again for those showers that are drifting through south central Kentucky skies, mainly along the Cumberland Parkway there, especially across Metcalfe County and towards Cumberland County. This is all continuing to drift off towards the east. It's moving around a wave of low pressure that's also bringing in some wintry weather into parts of the states. You're looking towards Iowa there and even to northern Missouri where they're seeing some snow to start off this morning. Temperatures into the 40s out there. So we've just been getting plain old rain as temperatures have been well above the freezing mark. Your commuter forecast on this Friday. It looks like we're going to be tracking less in the way of those rain chances as we go throughout the day. Don't go anywhere. News 40 Sunrise continues after this.
Hey, I'm Tommy. I'm Mick. And I'm Chief. And this is Kid.
And if you're looking for a wild ride, you don't want to miss us this week on Marquee Backstage.
Oh, yeah.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Looking to shop for a cause or to donate to a local nonprofit store? Visit the Habitat Restore of Bowling Green, located at the corner of 8th and Center across from the Bowling Green Ballpark. Call or visit our website today to learn more.
Watch live coverage of the 2023 Glasgow Christmas Parade. See the lights, the floats, and the magic of the holidays. Saturday night on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
When we hear that sound, the competition is on.
12,400. Whoa, he's betting everything. This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on WNKY, NBC 40.
You realize what time it is?
What time is it?
It's Me TV time.
Me? What?
Me TV has more than 60 memorable TV series airing every week.
Patty Mason. Bonanza.
Andy.
Mama.
Carol. All in the family.
The Three Stooges.
Max. Oh, clearance sale. It's always a good time to watch Me TV.
Oh, where are they?
Watch WNKY Me TV 40 on these local channels.
Me TV.
Memorable.
Entertainment.
Television.
Welcome back. The time is 6:27. Tracking showers across the area. This is all pulling in around an area of low pressure that's bringing a lot of that rain our way. As we go throughout the day, though, we should expect less in the way of those rain chances, but those clouds will hang around. Can we expect rain on those Christmas parades? I'm going to be tracking that just ahead. News 40 Sunrise continues.
Welcome back, and as always, thank you for joining us here on News 40. I'm Ashley Wilson. Here's another look at your top stories. A local Muslim woman files a lawsuit against several Warren County elected officials and county employees for what she says was a violation of her religious beliefs. In court documents, a woman identified only as Jane Doe and her attorney, Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, say that following a domestic dispute arrest by Bowling Green police on April 6th around 4:30 p.m., Jane Doe was taken to the Warren County Regional Jail. Court documents state that during the jail intake process, Doe was forced to remove her hijab while taking a booking photo and during a strip search inside a private room. Jane Doe's attorneys say that after exiting the private room, Doe observed a television on the lobby wall that Doe says was a live stream of the private room she was just in. The court documents state that Doe believes both men and women in the lobby could see her fully nude while strip searched and without her hijab. Doe's attorney says that being nude in public is a severe violation of Doe's religious beliefs that require her to wear clothes that cover her body in front of unknown men and women. Doe's lawsuit, quote, aims to have Warren County Regional Jail implement a policy change prohibiting it and its officers from taking booking photographs of Muslim women without their hijab, and to order defendants to destroy the publicly available image of Doe from their database and any security footage that captured her without her hijab during her time at their facility. The lawsuit also goes on to say the Council on American Islamic Relations urges Warren County Regional Jail and its officers from engaging in public unnecessary strip searches of any individual. And the Warren County Sheriff's Office responded to an injury collision at Nashville Road and Woodburn Allen Springs Road Thursday afternoon. Authorities say a woman pulled out in front of a dump truck heading towards Bowling Green on Nashville Road. The truck was not able to properly stop in time and hit the woman's car. The truck was eventually found on top of the car with the woman still inside. The woman was life-flighted away from the scene. A witness told News 40 the dump truck driver has no injuries. We will continue to follow this story and give you any updates as they become available. And as the new month begins, we are all reminded that we are now just days away from the second anniversary of the devastating December 2021 tornadoes. This solemn fact was recognized in yesterday's Team Kentucky update. Governor Beshear announced that more than $52 million has been raised by the Team Western Kentucky Tornado Relief Fund. With more than 300 homes repaired and more than 150 home building projects complete with those funds, Governor Beshear will begin his second term as governor on Tuesday, December 12th, exactly 2 years since the deadly December tornadoes. His inauguration is themed Forward Together. And more help for our veterans is coming to Kentucky, according to Governor Andy Beshear. Kentucky governor joined veterans and officials from the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs Thursday for a topping off ceremony at the new Louisville VA Medical Center. When completed, the center is said to have 104 beds, providing full service care to nearly 45,000 veterans. This new center will also include a women's health clinic. In addition to how this will help our veterans, the center will also bring new jobs to the region. And Senator Rand Paul got to put his medical training to work Thursday during a Republican Party lunch. Paul performed the Heimlich maneuver on Senator Joni Ernst. The senator from Iowa was hosting the party's weekly lunch when she started choking during the meal, which consisted of pork chops and steaks. After Ernst was helped, Paul talked to the other senators about noticing choking signs. Later, Ernst was able to joke about the scary incident on social media, saying, quote, "Can't help but choke on the woke policies Dems are forcing down our throats," unquote. That was a look at your top stories. Now it's time to take a look at your pet of the day.
I'm Corinna Shanoan, and it's time now for your Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. This is Katie. She is a 5-year-old pup, and she loves to play. As you can see, she was just recently heartworm positive, but she is now ready to go home, and she is housebroken, so she'll be the perfect addition to your family. You can adopt her today at Bowling Green, Warren County Humane Society.
Katie looks like she is so full of energy.
She is. Look at those little jumps and hops. You can just tell that she is so good with people.
She is, and just
smiley
so adorable.
girl.
Just really smiling there.
Yeah.
Just loves to smile. So be sure to stop by and help Katie find a new forever home to go to at the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society. Well, coming up after the break, I'm planning out your day. The News 40 Weatherway. Don't go anywhere.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather. Grab some lunch and make an impact. Join WNKY News 40 for Food Truck Fridays every week at Tidball's parking lot. This week features South Cow to benefit the Boys and Girls Club. See the full lineup at WNKY.com.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters.
They're able to help the shelter in such an easy way.
It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well. It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
Watch live coverage of the 2023 Glasgow Christmas Parade. See the lights, the floats, and the magic of the holidays. Saturday night on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
Feel overwhelmed and want to give your family an amazing Christmas? People's Cash Advance is now offering loans up to $500. No fee on first-time loans. Locations in Bowling Green. People's Cash Advance.
Hey, I'm Tommy.
I'm Mick.
And I'm Chief.
And this is Kid.
And if you're looking for a wild ride, you don't want to miss us this week on Marquee Backstage.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Paul.
Meet Opie Taylor. He's dramatic. A dreamer.
I wish that I get a B in arithmetic.
But most of all,
I think you're the best sheriff in the whole world.
he's devoted to Dad. It's Andy and Opie on The Andy Griffith Show.
Welcome back. The time is 6:34. Weather on the 4s to get you out the door. Brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law. We're starting off this morning with a dreary start to the day. We got clouds that are around and also some showers. Generally some light sprinkles right now is what I'm tracking. We did have some steadier rains move through overnight. A lot of that now drifting off towards the east along the Cumberland Parkway towards Cumberland County, Monroe County, Metcalfe County, and that also just continues to drift off towards the east. It's moving around an area of low pressure that's pulling in that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and that will continue as we go for the next several hours or so. Temperatures into the 40s out there, 45 degrees here in Bowling Green, 45 as well in Franklin, 46 in Scottsville with those winds that are flowing in from the south. It's going to be a bit breezy today with that wave of low pressure that still continues to pull those winds from the south for us. And as far as things go with the current conditions, and then also as we go for the next 12 hours, temperatures will be into the 40s, and then eventually we're going to be in the 60s by this afternoon. Now I'll send it over to Ashley.
Thank you, Darius. It's now time for your Friday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And with me in studio this morning is Chad Smith, here to share all the details on how you can see some incredible Christmas decorations and historical homes right here in Bowling Green. Chad, good morning.
Good morning.
So we have decked the halls in the studio because it is the season, but that's not the only thing. We have some beautiful homes right here in downtown Bowling Green that are ready for the season.
We have 7 homes or businesses on the tour this Sunday. Most of them are in a couple of block areas, so you don't have to park every time you go to a different house. It'll be a walking tour, just one to the next. It's Christmas on College Hill this year, and we're really excited to feature some of the homes of the people who have restored and maintained these beautiful downtown homes. I'm fortunate enough this year that the home that my husband and I bought last year is on the tour this year.
Oh, wonderful.
So we've got a lot of very kind, generous people who have agreed to open their homes and let us come and see how the Christmas spirit happens on College Hill.
Now, especially with you having a home on the tour this year, how long have you been prepping and getting the home ready?
Since right after Halloween.
I bet,
We've
yes.
been working on it since right after Halloween.
And I love, just driving by and seeing the outside of these homes all decorated. I can only imagine what the insides look like.
The Christmas spirit is strong. We have 4 trees in my house, I know, and my neighbors also. The Christmas spirit really comes alive downtown.
I love it. It's just the joy that it brings. I can tell it's bringing you so much happiness just sharing about it. So how can people go about coming on these tours, getting tickets, seeing these homes and businesses? How can we get more information on that?
The tour is 1 to 5 on Sunday. You can get more information from our Facebook page on Landmark Bowling Green Landmark Association. You can buy tickets at the door. Tickets for adults are $15. 15 and under are $10. And this year, if you purchase a $25 membership, your ticket is no charge for the tour. So for only $10 more, you can become a member of the Landmark Association and help us in the work that we're doing to support our community.
Of course, and with as historical as Bowling Green is and these homes and businesses, we want to keep those thriving as best we can.
Absolutely.
Well, Chad, thank you so much for sharing. We look forward to seeing your home and all the other beautiful decorations this weekend.
Thank you for having us on. We're very excited.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. That was a look at today's Sunrise Spotlight. And when we come back, Darius Mack will have a full look at your forecast. Don't go anywhere.
The Warren County Public Library presents best-selling authors David Arnold and Jeff Sentner, Wednesday, December 6th at the Capitol. Join us as they discuss their latest novels and tackle the truths behind self-discovery. Free tickets are available at warrenpl.org.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance, more fuel efficiency, and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda CR-V Hybrid or Accord Hybrid for you.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Watch live coverage of the 2023 Glasgow Christmas Parade. See the lights, the floats, and the magic of the holidays. Saturday night on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book?
Covenant Books is an author-friendly publisher who shares your passion and beliefs. Call us today and we'll send you a free author packet to help get you started. We provide a full range of publishing services.
Covenant sells your book and ebook online and in bookstores everywhere. Our authors love us. Just look.
Be like these authors and get your book published today.
To get your free writer's guide, call now.
1-855-900-3971.
What do you got on your list?
MeTV is making a list, and you can check it twice. Go to MeTV.com for the full list of our very merry MeTV holiday programming.
Happy holidays from WNKY MeTV 40.
It's time to tighten up, South Central Kentucky.
WNKY is your official home for the Tennessee Titans.
Watch our games plus the Coach Mike Vrabel Show and Titans All Access.
Only on WNKY News 40 because local matters.
It's the return of the Mac with a full look at your forecast. The time is 6:41. Tracking showers drifting through south central Kentucky skies, all moving around an area of low pressure. We still have those clouds that are still hanging around as well. Can't expect a few breaks in those clouds as we're actually tracking a drier trend. A lot of the rain now across eastern Kentucky along the Cumberland Parkway and across central Kentucky, extending through Lexington and right along I-75 corridor there. Here's that wave of low pressure essentially on top of Missouri. It's also bringing bringing in some wintry weather there into portions of Iowa where they have some winter weather advisories in place. Meanwhile, for us, it's just been some plain old chilly rains across the area last night. Precipitation over the last 24 hours, around 4/10 of an inch of rainfall for the Bowling Green area. Most locations anywhere between around 1/4 of an inch or more of rainfall, around 1/10 of an inch of rainfall for Gamelia. Temperatures right now into the 40s out there, just generally hovering around the middle 40s and upper 40s out there. Those winds are flowing in from the south. It's breezy out there, all associated with that wave of low pressure. You got those gusts that will be approaching around 25 miles an hour at times as we go throughout the day today. It's going to be less gustier, though, as we go later throughout this evening. But regardless, still a breezy day with that wave of low pressure. Let's talk about tomorrow, the Bowling Green Christmas Parade at 9:30 in downtown Bowling Green. We are watching for a few chances for some rains on our parade, but I really think it's not going to be a total washout. I really think it'll be dry for the most part. We got maybe a spotty to scattered chance for those showers. It'll be pretty mild already during the day into the 50s that morning. Tracking those rain chances over the next 40 hours here on News 40. And notice those chances significantly drop as we go throughout the rest of the day. We're going to hang on to a low to maybe slight chance for showers as we go through the day on your Saturday. Again, not looking like a total washout. And we're going to have more chances on Sunday that will be lingering. We'll have some clouds lingering and a few spotty chances through the weekend. Here's Futurecast, and a lot of that rain really drifts out of here as we go throughout this morning. Pause at right around 3 o'clock. Temperatures approaching near 60 degrees this afternoon. Could there be a few peaks of sunshine? Maybe, but I really think we're going to hang on to those clouds and the spotty rain chances. We'll have those chances around, especially on Saturday morning. Looks like for our friends across southern and eastern Kentucky, we'll have a better chance for that. But I will say, things are trending drier for us, so don't think about canceling any of those plans if you plan on heading out to those BG Christmas parades or any other parades that are happening later into this weekend. Here's that 7-day forecast, and temperatures will trend cooler as we go into next week following a cold front on Sunday. And now it's time to announce the winners of this week's Soki's Birthday Club, and the winners are Heidi Gran and Eric Teasley. You too can sign up for Soki's Birthday Club by visiting WNKY.com/birthday. Now let's wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
Surprise your guests this holiday season with a custom pie or cake from Brewster's. Rich, creamy, homemade ice cream made from scratch. Fresh cakes made in-house. Create that special moment with Brewster's custom-made pies and cakes. Stop by and see why we're always a scoop above the rest.
Summer skies, they warm up everything.
So much Christmas the way Santa does.
Teens have drama.
One more minute.
Braces add more drama.
Oh, how does anyone do this?
Invisalign is better oral hygiene and no drama.
Give a little love.
Find the season's hottest toys at Macy's. Shop Toys R Us now at Macy's.
For over 20 years, Tidballs has brought South Central Kentucky the best in live music. From local dreamers to national icons, it all starts here. So grab a friend and a drink and enjoy the show. Follow us on social media for business hours and shows info.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Cut back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up.
Get it all fixed up for you, man.
Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Welcome to sports. The WNKY volleyball team is preparing for the first round of the NCAA tournament. The team is heading to Knoxville and taking on Coastal Carolina in round 1. If the Tops can get the win, they will face off against the winner of Tennessee and High Point on Saturday. WNKY will take on Coastal for just the second time in program history. The first match going to Carolina. For head coach Travis Hudson, he is proud of this group and the history of the program.
Excited. I mean, this is the week you work for all season long. Our 16th NCAA tournament's pretty remarkable to think about. The work started in January to replace kids like Katie Eisenbarger and Lauren Matthews, and to be sitting here, you know, back in the NCAA tournament, just excited. I'm excited because our team is playing well, and I think our team is confident, and so I'm looking forward to this first challenge.
And the Tennessee Titans are back in action this upcoming weekend. The Titans are set to take on their division rivals, the Indianapolis Colts, for the second time this year. Tennessee is coming off a win over the Panthers and looking to string together a win streak. Quarterback Will Levis understands this time of year you see the same teams in the AFC South.
This is the interesting part of the year when you get to play those second divisional games and knowing that we talk about it's always going to be a street fight. You know, that we're coming to play our best ball. We know each other as teams, so it just makes everything that much more important.
That's a look at sports, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Patrick. We all know cars can cost you a pretty penny, and even more so when something happens to go wrong. News 40's Michael Ridgway has some tips on how to keep both you and your car safe this holiday season.
Specific things that you would want to check before it gets like down to freezing and potential snow and stuff. You want to check to make sure your tires are got good tread depth, you know, your pressure's right.
You never know what can happen, and as we head toward colder days, it's a good idea to make sure your vehicle is ready for any inclement weather.
Batteries fail at like extreme temperatures, so when it gets like really hot or really cold, you'll see a lot of battery failures.
It might not be a bad thought to keep some extra things in your car as well.
Typically everybody does, but make sure you have at least 2 cords to keep your phone charged, because if one goes bad, you want to have another one there.
If it happens to get cold out.
And inside your car, keep gloves, a scarf, a hat, a coat, and maybe even a blanket in case that you need to stay warm if your car breaks down and help can't get to you right away.
It might be a little taxing, but
don't let your tank get below half a tank when you're traveling and it's pending bad weather or bad weather. Fill up every time it gets to half a tank. Fill up. I know it's a headache, but it will really save you in the long run.
And whether it's hot or cold, it's never the wrong season to hit the mechanic.
And this is more like a year-round thing, but you would want to make sure your car's serviced up and running proper and stuff, because, I mean, a breakdown is, you know, pretty bad any day, but, you know, it's even worse when it's cold.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Michael Ridgway, WNKY News 40.
Still to come on News 40 Sunrise, we'll see how one pup got himself stuck in a sticky situation for this week's Feel Good Friday. Plus, meteorologist Darius Mack is back with another check of your forecast. Stay with us.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Dateline tonight.
I was asking too many questions.
It was the biggest shock I ever got in my life.
In all my years at Dateline, this is the first time I'd ever seen this happen.
Tonight on NBC.
I'm back.
Your host, Emma Stone.
I know the 5th time is kind of the big one. Fascinating.
With musical guest Noah Kahn.
Live from New York.
The Haven at Massey Springs is a special place. Alzheimer's and dementia residents need a special kind of care. So at the Haven, we take care of your loved one just like family. Our memory care program stimulates minds in a therapeutic environment and caters a plan of care as unique as your loved one.
Here at Massey Springs, family takes care of family, and it shows. Schedule your tour with us today.
Enjoy a great lunch with a different food truck every week and help support our local charities.
Join us for Food Truck Fridays at the Tidballs parking lot on Chestnut Street. Part of your lunch purchase will be donated to a local nonprofit by Flora Templeton Stewart and our food trucks.
Food Truck Friday has collected over $10,000, making a difference in our community.
Brought to you by the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Sebastian the Husky needed some help after he somehow got himself stuck in a sewer drain on Sunday back in Lexington, Kentucky. Evelyn Schultz got a chance to meet Sebastian and learn more about his rescue before being reunited with his owner. They are today's Feel Good Friday, brought to you by JC Kirby & Son.
Hi. Hello. That's very unusual for us. Sometimes in the spring we get ducklings trapped in a storm drain, but this will be a first for me.
It was a first for animal control officers and the adventure of a lifetime for Sebastian the Husky. The spunky dog found himself trapped inside a sewer drain Sunday morning.
He was pretty noticeable because he has these stunning blue eyes, and you see a face in the storm drain, which I think is would shock anyone who was walking by.
Jai Hamilton says they're not sure how Sebastian ended up in such a tight spot, but it's possible he chased a small animal into the sewer. However it happened, the Husky wanted out.
When we were there, he was extremely talkative. So he wanted help, but he was kind of afraid, but he was very vocal the whole time, so it was very hard to read his behavior, but he was a very nice boy.
Hamilton says she and her coworker spent about half an hour trying to rescue him. They ended up removing the manhole cover to pull him out.
It was a little hard because he's such a big dog, and picking him up, and we don't know his behavior, taking him above the storm drain. But he was a very good boy, and I think he was just excited to get out.
Excited to get out and eager to reunite with his owner, who picked him up Monday evening. A happy ending for Sebastian, who seems ready for his next adventure, hopefully above ground.
That was a look at this week's Feel Good Friday. I'm now going to send it over to meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of your forecast. Darius.
Thanks, Tommy. We're starting off the morning with some clouds around and even a few showers. A lot of that really drifting off towards the east. The steadier rains happened overnight when most people were sleeping. So now we're tracking just a drier trend as we go throughout the rest of the day. Still hanging on to those clouds, though. A lot of those showers along the Cumberland Parkway, and that continues to drift off towards the east. Wave of low pressure on top of Missouri, even some wintry weather there into Iowa and northern and western Missouri this hour. Temperatures into the 40s out there, generally some middle 40s. Winds breezy, right around the 10 to 15 mile an hour ranges where we have those sustained breezes. Gusts right around 25 miles an hour at times. We plan things out by the hour over the next 12, and temperatures approaching the 60s. Despite those clouds, could we see a few peaks of sunshine? It's a possibility. It looks like we're going to be drier, though, for the Smiths Grove Christmas parade later today. News 40 Sunrise continues, or it wraps up after this.
WNKY News 40 loves celebrating our viewers. That's why we bring you Soki's Birthday Club. Joining the club is free and simple. Visit WNKY.com/birthday, fill out the form, and click Submit. That's it. Your name will appear on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon on your birthday, and you'll be entered to win a special birthday surprise. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating you because local matters. Soki's Birthday Club is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Have you ever been afraid of the dark? Why is that? It's unknown, and we feel unsure. Join us every Sunday on WNKY at 10:30 for Light of the World. The Bible is a lamp that will light our pathway.
Cherish holiday football on FanDuel with instant withdrawals if you win, because soon it'll just be March.
Bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if your team wins. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Feel overwhelmed and want to give your family an amazing Christmas?
People's Cash Advance is now offering loans up to $500. No fee on first-time loans. Locations in Bowling Green. People's Cash Advance.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance, more fuel efficiency, and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda CR-V Hybrid or Accord Hybrid for you.
Tune in for my new game show, Person, Place, or Thing. Hopscotch. Someone came to play.
On WNKY NBC 40. WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
The Christmas parades are here, and WNKY is partnering with Barron Inc., Nash 103.7, and SCRTC in Glasgow to bring you the Glasgow Christmas Parade right to your home. So be sure to join us from 6:30 to 8 p.m. on WNKY News 40 to catch all of the Christmas cheer. And something you don't want to miss today is Food Truck Friday. This week we'll have South Cal with a portion of the proceeds benefiting our friends over at the Boys and Girls Club of Bowling Green. So head on over to the corner of Chestnut and 10th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for a bite to eat. And always be on the lookout because you never know who we'll have outside next.
Nice.
It's finally here.
It's finally
the
Friday.
Christmas parades.
And the parades.
Yes.
Friday.
He's like, Food Truck Friday. Parades.
Parades.
The landmark tours.
It's exciting.
Downtown lights
it's
up.
exciting. I know, Darius, you and I are going to be in Smiths Grove later tonight. For
Yes.
the Smiths
I will be
Grove
there too.
Parade,
Oh.
And I know you will too,
Okay.
Ashley.
I won't be on this float, but I will be there.
Of course,
But you will be there.
Represent the hot rods
I gotta
too.
represent the hot rods.
Hey.
Hot rods got some love, too.
I've asked if we can have WNKY and then hot rods, and I'll just walk in between. And I'll just
That'd be a good one
for both.
I bought a
see how
special
that-
hat for this parade.
I did too.
You did?
Yeah. Well, it's like a headband.
I want to know what it looks like, but I want to be surprised.
You'll be
too
surprised to
when I
see
see
it. You have to be at
So-
Smiths Grove to see it.
I
Those
guess we'll have to
fancy
see it.
hats.
Are we going to have some nice weather though for this parade? Though,
I
Darius?
think so. I mean, it'll be cloudy, and I think most of the rain will be out of here for the Smiths Grove Parade tonight at 6. Temperatures today will still be in the 60s despite the rain that we have this morning and those clouds. And then temperatures will trend cooler into next week. We'll have those spotty rain chances through the day on Saturday as well, but not too much rain on those parades.
All right. Thank you, Darius. And thank you all for joining us this week. We look forward to seeing you all right back here on Monday morning at 6 a.m. Don't go anywhere. Your network news is next, but here's a sneak peek at what's coming up next week. Coming up next week on News 40 Sunrise, find out how you can have cookies with Santa himself at an upcoming event.
Plus, see how one spooky amusement park is getting festive for the holiday season.
Then find out what the Pie Queen of Bowling Green has baking up for us in next week's edition of Pie Queen's Pantry.
Finally, hear from one WKU coach on all that's to come for our local college sports and our upcoming Topper Tuesday.
Be sure to wake up with us every weekday morning at 6 a.m.
These stories and more only on News 40.
Because local matters.